Namaste, beautiful yogis, and again we have Loli for another class.
Hello!
And today we're going to be doing interval yoga. And are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay.
Alright.
Very cool. And we have a really intense class prepared, so brace yourself. We are going to, of course, start a little slow. As a warm-up, we're going to start with coming to the front of the mat. And we are going to just bring the hands by the sides. You can either have the palms facing forward or you can have them by your sides, whichever one you prefer for today. Lifting through the crown of the head, taking nice deep inhalations and bringing yourself, allowing the breath to bring you back to the moment, because we have been chatting and just being in a very chatty mode. So using the breath to bring you back into the moment, allowing everything else to drop away. It's just you, the breath, and the moment. And let's inhale the hands over the head, lift and hold here for a moment, feeling that elongation of the spine. And there's something uplifting in this pose, so tap into the feeling of this pose. Relax the shoulders as you lift and reach through the fingertips. Great, and let's exhale the hands behind us, clasping the hands. Press the hands away from you. Look up and open the chest. Soften the shoulders. Let's twist the shoulders over to the right. So just, or you can do the opposite, whichever side, just one side. Good, and over to the opposite side. Softly opening the shoulder. And back to center. Inhale, reach over the head. Straight back. Exhale, diving forward. And you can bend the knees and wrap your wrists around your elbows and let your body hang heavy. Without trying to support your body, without trying to support your head, just hang like a rag doll. The arms are heavy, the shoulders are not working. Great, release the hands down, either on the floor or on your shin bones. Look ahead and step back plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Nice upward dog, and slowly back to chaturanga, and exhale, downward facing dog, and you're facing a dog.
Hey Sophie.
Yes, are you a dog? Great, and now just walk your feet to the front of the mat. Exhale, folding, straight back. Inhale, come all the way up. All the way up to standing, hands over the heart. And that was one Surya Namaskar A, and we are going to do 4 more of those, and I'll let you do them at your own pace, and I'll let Loli do them at her own pace, and just get started here with the second one, so that you can focus on your breath, that you can come into the practice and focus on your breath, focus on the movement, connecting to the breath, and Allow yourself to come to the moment, come present in the moment, aware of the moment. And I think that was the fifth one, right?
Yes.
All right. So slowly coming back to the front of the mat, wherever you're at. And we'll continue with a modified Surya Namaskar B. So it's not going to be Surya Namaskar B, but let's say a version of it. Inhale, reaching over the head. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look ahead of you, and you can step back into plank. And lower down, belly engaging. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. And back to downward facing dog through another chaturanga maybe. All the way into downward facing dog. And take the right leg up and step it between your hands, coming into high lunge. Inhale the hands all the way over the head, exhale the hands down. So moving with the breath, step back, lower down, inhale, open, and back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take a big breath in, left leg comes up. Step the foot between your hands and come up, high lunge. Great, exhale on the way down. Step it back, lower down, up dog, and back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. For the next one, we're going to inhale the right leg up, step it between your hands, and come up, high lunge. This time begin to twist your body over. Open your arms out to the sides, yes, and begin to twist over. Great. You can drop the right hand down the left leg and reach up and over the head. Get a nice stretch here. Excellent. And slowly reverse this movement. Reach over the head, exhale down. And step it back. Plank, lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Feeling the movements. Big breath in, inhale the left leg up. Step the left foot between the hands and come up, high lunge. Reaching through the fingertips, finding that lift. Open the arms out, yeah, and twist, very good. Press into the back heel here, and you can deepen it here by dropping the arm down the back leg, yeah. And really relaxing the shoulder, yet finding lift through the fingertips. Very good. And slowly reversing this movement. Reach over the head, straight back, exhale down. On the floor, step it back, plank. Belly in, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. And take the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale the right foot between your hands and come up, high lunge. Press into the back heel. Very good. Hands over the heart. And let's bring the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. For 3 breaths here. So take a nice deep inhalation, and as you exhale, allow the belly to soften and go a little deeper. So as you inhale, filling the lungs, as you exhale, soften, yeah. And press back into that heel, yeah. Good, I think it was 3 breaths. So softly coming out of this on an inhalation. Inhale, reaching over the head, and exhale, diving forward with a straight back. Very good, and step it back. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take the left leg up. Step the foot between your hands and come up, high lunge. And let's bring the hands over in prayer and go over to a twist on the opposite side, right elbow, left knee. Press into that heel and really find stability in the right leg here. That's where you're grounding your pose from. And as you exhale, soften the belly. That's the opposite of chaturanga, where we're contracting. Here it's softening. One more breath here. So nice deep inhalation and deepen the twist. Exhale. Widen the back. Good. And as you inhale, coming out of this, reaching over the head, and exhale all the way down. And step it back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, back to chaturanga, and exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between your hands, really focusing on the breath. Come up, high lunge. And here we're just going to lower the left knee down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And lower down the hands all the way to the floor. Step your back, plank. Chaturanga, upward dog, back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, left side comes up. And step it through. Inhale, coming up. Now, tuck the tailbone slightly under and dip the knee 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And slowly lower down all the way to the floor. Step it back. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. And back to chaturanga, downward facing dog. And take a few deep breaths in here. coming back to your breath. And let's take the right leg up. Inhale, step the right foot between the hands and come up, high lunge. And from here we're going to lower the knee down one more time, 5 times, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And from here we are going to bring the left hand on the right knee, right hand back and around. Yeah, drop the shoulders away from the ears, look behind you. Good. Reach over the head, and we're going to bring the back foot next to the right foot. 1, 2 in chair, 3, 4, and 5, and step it back. Exhale, the hands behind you, clasping. Open the chest, look up, and lower down, humble warrior in lunge. Drop the left hand on the floor and take a twist here. Right arm comes up. Great. Bring both hands on the floor and step back, plank. And lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take the left leg up. And step it between the hands. And come up, high lunge. And we'll drop the knee 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's bring the right hand down on the left knee and look behind you. Good. Reaching forward and step it in. 1. Stay in chair. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, the hands behind you, clasping, look up. And slowly lower down. And you can drop the right hand down, take a twist, taking your left arm up, or in my case, I can reach ahead of me. And step it back all the way into plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. A few nice deep breaths in here, coming back to your breath. And walk your feet between your hands to the front of the mat. Forward bend. And inhale all the way up, hands over the head. Reaching, and exhale, hands over the heart. All right, so are we warmed up?
Very warm.
All right, we'll get ready for our first interval. We're doing actual intervals in the class, so full-on interval yoga. We'll demonstrate the first interval, which is going to be a 4-minute interval, and it's only 4 poses. So the first one is a lunge jump on one side. So, and it is just a stationary lunge jump. I can demonstrate just bending the knee and coming up, and you can do a little hop here, and that's it. Yeah, and then that's the first interval of 20 seconds. Then the second is the same thing, over to the opposite side. Then we have side plank to toe touch. So she's demonstrating it for you. Yeah, and that's the entire interval. And then the same thing over to the opposite side. That's it. So it's gonna be pretty repetitive. We're gonna be doing this for 4 minutes. And are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Lunge jump on one side.
3, 2, 1.
Exactly. And I can kind of basically do the same thing.
Hallelujah.
That burns.
Numb butt here.
Right? Almost there. 1 second. Oh, side plank. Here. And opposite side. And by the way, no.
Sophie's feeling crowded though.
We should not make Sophie uncomfortable. Alright, and back to lunges. We're halfway through, so not too bad.
Oh, good.
We have a whole second interval of the same thing. Alright. And we just have one of each side plank. I'll do something else. So just be joining in on the fun. Opposite side plank, opposite side plank to toe touch. And that concludes the first interval. And you can go back to the front of your mat.
I'm crying.
Inhale, reaching over the head. Chair. Exhale, hands over the heart. And let's take the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Good. Side chair, and see if you can shift your weight onto your left foot and step the right foot back into high lunge. Very good. That's tricky because we're working on a very soft surface. Good. One exhalation, complete exhalation here before you step your back foot to the front where it was. Good. Excellent. And back to center, opposite side. Good. Push the booty back. Yeah. And when you're ready, find your balance. And whenever you're ready, take the left foot back. Very good. Pressing through that heel, finding your balance through your feet, even when it's this soft. That just brings more focus on the on the breath and the balance, because it's more challenging. And exhale completely, step it back up. Good. Good. And back to center. Inhale, reaching the hands over the head. Exhale, diving forward. Inhale, look ahead of you. And step it back, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Step the right foot between the hands. And come up, warrior, this time 1. Good. Drop the back foot, press into the outer edge. Yeah, and find that rotation. The inner thigh is rotating in, the outer thigh is rotating forward. Hip is pushing here, and you're grounding that, yeah. Soften that hip, yeah. Open into warrior 2. And let's reverse the warrior. Now this is my favorite pose for pregnancy, yeah. And side angle.
I'm winded, excuse me.
That's fine. We promised. It's going to be, we're going to kick some butt, including our own, or yours, in this case. And back to warrior 2. This is our kind of calm down in between the sessions. Good. And you can bring both hands on the floor and step it back. And lower down. Inhale, up dog. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up. And step it through. Warrior 1 on this side. Coming up. Working with the hips here, pressing the right hip forward. Great, and open into warrior 2. And reverse it. And side angle. Really lengthen. And coming back up, warrior 2. And exhale the hands down. Step it back. And lower down, chaturanga. And upward dog. And back to chaturanga. In downward facing dog. And let's see, are we ready for the second interval?
Oh, we're just so ready.
Exactly. All right, so the second interval, we're gonna, you get a break from for a second, but not a real break because we're demonstrating it. So the first exercise is pike press. Pike press, you're going to come into a very tight downward facing dog. So you're gonna walk your feet in, spread them a little wider, your feet, then in down dog. And hands are a little bit in a star alignment. So fingers are pointed a little bit towards each other. And you're just going to flare your elbows out and lower down. So it's a push-up for your upper back. And that is it. it will really strengthen your triceps and your shoulders and your upper back. That's the first interval. After that, we have jump lunges. So regular jump lunges, basically, yeah, regular jump lunges. I'll probably do a modified version of that with you. And the third one, you're not gonna like it as much because it's so much balancing, but it is a deadlift. So keep your hips level, spread your toes open so that your balance is there. The standing knee is soft, straight back. You can lower down. Now if you don't want to lower all the way down, have something to touch in front of you, and toe touch. Deadlift to toe touch. So that will really engage your body. One more time. And then we have deadlift to toe touch on the opposite side, and that is it. That's the second interval. We'll do it twice. Ready?
Yes.
Pike press is the first thing.
3,
You're doing great.
2,
Thank you.
1.
And I'll do pike press because why not? Good. And the second one is jump lunges. So I won't join on because it's a big jump, but you almost.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Almost there. I mean, yeah. And deadlift. I can join on it. So soft. Make sure your knees soft and your back is straight. Keep your hips square. Touch in front of you. Toe touch. And opposite side. Focusing on the breath here helps. And the drishti point, somewhere on the floor, finding a gazing point. Good. And we're back to pike press. Really lower down as far as you can, strength wise, because that's really engaging your shoulders as well. Shifting your weight forward so that you're not keeping the weight back in the feet. And deadlift, right? Yeah.
Not jump.
Yeah, you're
Switch.
right.
Yeah.
Jump lunges, switch jumps. After that is the deadlift, you're right. And now deadlifts. So drishti point and really engaging the lower back and the body. And move at your pace, and when you lose the balance, that's fine. Just take a breath, come back to it. We're not here to be perfect. We're here kind of to basically enjoy it. To enjoy the practice. in its imperfection.
We do. We really enjoy it.
Yep. I know some people exercise because it feels good after. I'm thinking no, because it feels good during too. And that's it. We made it through. So come back to the front of the mat. That was a little lighter. Inhale, reaching over the head. Exhale, chair. And let's bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee again, twist. And either stay here or extend one hand down and one up. And either stay here or you can go for side crow. Very fabulous and very good. I'm making you laugh. And coming back to side chair. And back to center. And back to the opposite side. Yes, mommy. Yes, little baby. And extending, yes. And you can either stay here or do the, yeah, you need a little space there. Excellent. Even Sophie is impressed. And back to chair. And inhale, coming out of chair. Exhale, forward fold. And let's bring the left hand onto the right ankle, and the right hand can be holding the right leg, and look over your right shoulder here, still in a forward bend. Yeah, and opposite side, kind of like an adjustment of the upper back. And back to center, hands down on the shin bones or on the floor. Inhale, look ahead of you and step back, plank. Or jump back, lower down, chaturanga, up dog, back to chaturanga, and exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, inhale the right leg up, step the right foot between your hands and come up straight into warrior two. Grabbing a warrior two and just holding here. We're gonna hold it for a little bit, rotating that left hip, gazing past the fingertips on the right side. Relax the shoulders. And slowly lower down. And step it back. Chaturanga, up dog. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, step it through, warrior two, holding warrior two. And just find a comfortable place in warrior two, deepen it and hold here, coming back to your breath. And exhale down, step it back, lower down, chaturanga, up dog, back to chaturanga, and back to downward facing dog. And you can walk your feet to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, and hands over the heart. Now, we have two options, either the third interval or going straight into stretching and maybe a headstand. So what do you think is best?
Second one. I'm winded.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a good way to gauge how how the class is going. All right. So from here, we're done with the difficult part. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you. Another step back into plank. Or just step back into plank. I'll step into down dog, not to confuse you. And lower down chaturanga, up dog, back to chaturanga, and downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up and open that right hip on top of the left, lifting that knee. Good. And let's go into pigeon. Lower the leg down, flex the foot, open up here, level the hips in and lower down. And just holding here, but keep the breath going. Inhale, coming back up. Open the chest. That felt good.
That felt so good.
And all the way back into downward dog. And step it back down. Take the left leg up, open.
That feels good too.
Yeah. That's really, really therapeutic. And pigeon on the left side. Open the chest and square the hips. Yeah. And whenever you're ready, lower down.
Yes, okay.
Just making sure you're okay.
Thank you, I'm good. Thanks for the smooch.
Hey, baby. And slowly coming back up. Open the chest. Tuck the toes under. Press back. And so you can step it down, drop the knees down, and come sit it onto your heels. Now here you can stay on your heels, or you can open the heels out and sit between your heels. And either stay here or lower down a little.
Thank you. I'm sweaty. Very
Sophie.
good, salty.
Sophie, manners. Sophie.
Right here, you missed a spot.
I go for my makeup department.
Yeah. Makeup.
Hair and makeup, yes.
It's weird.
You're so cute.
Don't lick my armpit.
And slowly coming back up. First onto your elbows. And let's bring the legs in front. You can shake them. Soles of the feet together. Butterfly pose. Sophie, lay down. Lay down. Stay. Stay there. And coming back up, you can extend your legs in front of you. If you need to shake them, shake them. And slowly you can Bring yourself over and slowly lower yourself. I'm not gonna join you for this, but you can slowly lower yourself down onto your back. And from here, do you feel like a plow?
Yeah.
Okay. From here, you can lift your legs up and over your head. And you can slowly come out of it, one vertebra at a time. Good. Good. And just to rebalance, you can go into fish, elbows on the floor, yeah. Crown of the head lightly touching the floor, but without putting weight on it. Yeah. And coming out of fish, walk your feet for bridge pose towards you, feet with, hip width apart, yeah. And you can slowly, whenever you're ready, begin to lift the booty into bridge pose, yeah. Pressing the outer shoulders down so that they're rotating down, yeah. Very good. Press into the feet, outer and inner edges, good, very good. And slowly coming out of this, and you can begin to prepare yourself for Shavasana. So take a comfortable Shavasana. Allowing your hips and your belly and your legs to just completely soften, to be soft and to just really give into the floor. Feeling your back dropping through the floor as if you're sinking through the floor, heavy. And at the same time, feeling lightness. Softening the face muscles, softening the shoulders, and with your eyes closed, bringing the gaze towards the third eye and bringing yourself into the moment once again. Bringing your awareness to this moment. To the crystal purity of this particular moment. Completely embracing the moment. slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently moving the fingers and the toes, and even moving the thumb around. And with your eyes closed, you can move them left to right. And still with your eyes closed, inhale your hands over your head for a stretch. And when you're ready, you can roll onto one side, whichever side you prefer. And using your hands, bring them on the ground so you can press yourself up gently so that your spine is not working. Into a comfortable cross-legged position. Keep your eyes closed, and let's do a few clockwise circles with the eyes using the full range of motion of the eyes. Sophie, come over. Sophie, sit down. And then changing the direction. Really use the full range of motion in your eye. It's a good exercise for the vision. Yeah. And now move the eyes diagonally. Upper right, lower left. And now change the direction. Upper left, lower right. And left to right, just side to side and up and down. Good. And you can blink your eyes open. Inhale your hands all the way over the head. Exhale your hands over the third eye, over the lips, and over the heart. And let's bow to our hearts for their forgiveness, compassion, and love. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Oh, good
It's
class.
so good. Yeah.
Thank you.